fight commentary breakdowns. They're in their 60s. They're grandpas. But they're also Muay Thai fighters, you know. You talk smack, you disobey your grandpa, gonna lay a can of whoop ass on you. Look at that left kick he threw. A little exchange of punches going on. Another thing I wanted to mention, if you're filming vertically like this, it's like teeping your audience in the face because our vision, our two eyes are not one on top of each other. So this is where we left off. They're clenched, fighting for the Muay Thai plum. And it's broken up after a few seconds. It's crazy. I asked the person who sent this to me whether these two have joint or brain damage from all these years of Muay Thai, and he says they don't. So I guess there are smart ways to train. That was a takedown. So this is Xiong Chengcheng. Of course, the boxer that beat the Wing Chun guy. He's one-handed. His right hand is disabled. His right arm is disabled. So he boxes people, and he doesn't require the other people to use two hands, you see? So he has to rely a lot more on head movement and speed and strength, etc. So it's so interesting to see how he kind of compensates for the lack of an arm. So a lot of people say he looks like Yilong, but he doesn't really look like Yilong just because they're both Asian and their heads are shaved. So if you don't look at the fine details of their face, you think they look alike, but they actually look very different. So again, guys, don't let any disability prevent you. What we're going to show today is that there's a lot of examples of this. So this is Nick Newell. If you look at him, he only has one arm. His left arm is disabled. So like he's learned to use his left arm to kind of hook, but it's right. He doesn't let that get in his way. He's not like, I'm never gonna do anything because I only have one arm. I have a broken finger, so one of my fingers can't be used. It's an old injury from a fight with my dad. So it's like for a while I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to play guitar because one of my fingers is kind of disabled. But you know, eventually I started playing guitar. I just used different fingers. I used the pinky, which is never used. So I just want to show you guys this because you shouldn't let anything get in the way of what you want to do. It doesn't have to be martial arts, man. You could be a teacher. You know, just because you stutter doesn't mean you can't be a teacher. You know, just because you have shaky hands doesn't mean you can't be a gardener or something like that. So these are an example. Look at it. He's even punching with that hand that's kind of not formed correctly. So guys, man, what is this show about? The resilience of the human spirit. Professor Jean-Jacques Machado, maybe you can call him Grandmaster Jean-Jacques Machado. Look at his left hand. It has a little disability, but he doesn't let it get into his way. He's one of the most talented BJJ people in the world. He taught people like Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan. And this is him facing Ricardo Almeida. And it's just awesome to see. Okay, well, I have this disability, whatever, I'll just adapt. I got other limbs, right? I got other bodies, got other ways to use my leverage. Look at him using the butterfly guard now. This is ADCC 2011, according to the title. And here we have an MMA fighter. Look at that. He's an amputee. It looks like he's got all 4 limbs amputated, but he doesn't care. He's like, okay. Look at that. This is so interesting. He's like, whatever. He's like, whatever, I don't care. So guys, I hope this shows you. Just no excuses, man. Keep training. This is martial arts, is your journey. If you want to do anything else, the whole word kung fu, it means repeated practice, resilience, and a skill that you gain from that. So whatever you want to do, use your kung fu, 下功夫, as they say in Chinese. You just keep going at it. Ignore the haters. Whatever drawbacks, you learn from that too. Sometimes the drawbacks are the best learning experience. You keep learning and you get good at something. That's what I want to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Fight Commentary Breakdowns out.